Alright, welcome to my next video. Here we have segment 11, which I needed to luck manipulate a lot of stuff. So, there's a lot of these grubs that I need to cooperate. So the first three are always the same. The fourth usually runs around the van, so I was able to kill him. The fifth is the same. The sixth usually is off to the left. The seventh is kind of random, and so is the eighth, but for whatever reason there was no eighth this time around. I don't know why. But this was a solid run, and even if there was an eighth, it still would have been a pretty good time. But I got the door to open in 30 seconds, which is the fastest I've been able to do it. I got 32 seconds in a test run, and the majority of my other runs were 36 seconds to open it. So I decided I'll just keep it, even though it was kind of weird that the eighth grub didn't appear. So what I'm doing around here is I'm looking for a grenade pickup. It would have been nice to have because it doesn't waste any time, but it's not necessary because I'm going to pick up the same grenade pickups from here through the, let's just say, the end of the game. They're all going to be the same. So segment 11 took 63 attempts. So here's segment 12, and this took a good number of attempts because I needed Kim to not be in the corner so I can do this and push him towards the door. And he wasn't completely cooperating, but I got him almost as close as I've done before. I haven't gotten him to be like right next to the button. That would be nice, but it's like this invisible barrier that he won't back up behind. So pushing him towards the button saved a little bit of time, and then also killing that grub really quick saved a bit more time. So I needed to make sure I can get the grenade pickups there. The ammo crate doesn't matter. And then it's up to this room. This segment is nothing but scripted events. It's a lot of waiting. So as long as you do whatever you need to do, which was kill the two grubs, or kill the one grub, or kill all the wretches here in this room, as long as you do that before the scripted event is done, you're fine. So it doesn't matter how long you take. So all the time that I saved from Yokai's run is actually already done. I'm 5 seconds ahead at this point, because he finishes this just as Jack finishes, even though I've completed a lot quicker. It doesn't matter. So the cog tags. I have played through this. I have gotten all 30 cog tags. But I ended up resetting my patches at one point because there is a thing that was called roll warping at one point in an old Gears thread. I'm not too sure what I would call it, but it's going to happen actually in 2 segments from now, in segment 14, which is not in this video. Will be another example of roll warping to skip Cedar 2. But anyway, they found a way to skip what is my segment 5. They found a way to skip down that bridge by roll warping. And we couldn't find it. So we couldn't find it again, couldn't get in contact with those who claim they found it. So I reset my patches to see if I could find it offline, because I can't connect to Xbox Live without my patches installed. So I reset my patches to take a look. I still couldn't find it, so I was like, okay, whatever. And I reinstalled my patches, but it still said I collected 0 cog tags. So I just haven't gone and collected them. Plus, this makes this look like a fresh file. You know, even though cog tags mean nothing on when you play through it again, it looks like I just started over. And they're all on the ground. So that's why they're there. So nothing too special for the end of segment 12. Here's segment 13. This took a handful of attempts because I needed to get the hammer to work through the window, which it was not cooperating. And then I need Kim to be right next to the button so you can open up the door right away. This grenade throw really doesn't matter when I do it, as long as I close the hole before grubs get out. So I could have thrown it like 1-2 seconds earlier, but like I said, it doesn't matter, so rather be safe than sorry. Because I have to wait for all these guys to come out. So this segment, I thought there was going to be very little room for improvement, but on his run, Yokai did not get Kim to warp ahead coming up towards the next door, and I did get him to warp, so I ended up saving 10 seconds from that, which I thought was pretty amazing. So it was a combination of, a combination of better running, because he didn't know about the roll after 15 steps, and yeah. So anyway, after this segment, I am now 2 minutes 11 seconds ahead of his run. So at this rate, I would hopefully beat the game in about an hour and a half, which should beat our co-op single segment run, which that would be really nice if I could beat that. Anyway, this is segment 13. Thanks for watching.